Hello again, Adele here. Today I'm talking all about emotions and the importance of acknowledging how we're feeling. So, what are some emotions that we feel when we're building our business, and why this is important? What's important to note is that the way we feel will reflect on others when we're interacting. So, by choosing to focus on our emotions and learning how we can control these is beneficial, not just in our business life, but in our daily life too. So, hi, if you don't know me, my name is Adele Booth, and I help people gain the skills needed in their business and marketing and how to leverage social media so that you can get results in what you want. So, let me know right now what you have felt or are feeling right now as you're working on your business or starting up your business, or whichever stage in that journey you are at right now. I know today was extremely stressful day for me, and I started the day by turning on my computer and the keyboard wasn't working. Okay, I thought it's a wireless keyboard, so I changed the batteries and there was no improvement. So I had that sinking feeling, oh God, what's happening? But a bit of curiosity. So I changed the batteries again because I thought, well, maybe they've been on the shelf for a little bit. Maybe I could change them again. Anyway, nothing. So I started to do some research like you do on your phone, and I followed some guidance about resetting the keyboard by pressing a number of keys before the grey screen comes up, but nothing. Great. So I'm getting quite frustrated and angry, and I'm getting a bit worried, yeah? So we go through these emotions when these things happen. I really acknowledged that actually I'd had a really busy social weekend and it's Monday morning and I was a bit tired, but I was really excited to get back into today's job of putting some bits and pieces together for my business. And I think the mixture of my emotions all there sort of just kicked in too. So, and then bam, I was really disappointed because I was excited to start what I was doing today, but then it dawned on me that it wasn't going to happen the way I wanted it to. So I started to think all sorts of things in my head that wasn't going to complete the things that I wanted to do today. So, and I didn't have a replacement keyboard, so I searched for a second-hand one, which then went out to pick up. And then when I realised, when I got into the car, it had the wrong connection on the back of it, so it wouldn't have worked. So again, a load of emotions came over me again. I felt a little bit overwhelmed. But as I drove home, I passed a computer shop and I sort of pulled over and I asked them for some advice, and I bought a new keyboard from them. So I was all pleased and thankful and ready to get on with some work when I got home. As 3 hours have actually passed by since acknowledging that I couldn't get online. So I plugged the keyboard in and the keyboard worked. Woohoo! But it was typing letters. But the password on my front screen, it wouldn't accept. I thought, oh God, that dreaded feeling again. Dreaded sinking feeling, and I thought the worst. My head was going wild. I've been hacked. I'm going to lose everything. Oh my goodness, I need to research some forums. So I researched some forums. They pointed me out that, I could be hacked. So it reinforced how I was feeling, that I was locked out of my computer. And then it it mentioned a recovery key, and I was like, well, what's a recovery key? So I checked all that out and I followed that guidance, but I was so worried and I felt really sick that I'd lost all, everything on my computer. But then I just followed this step-by-step guidance, and suddenly my screen popped up and opened up, and to my relief, wow, 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 wow. What a roller coaster ride really of emotions, and I thought I'd just bring that to the table today. And I still had some sort of residue feelings after that too, so I had to change the way I was doing things in the day. So I acknowledged this, I acknowledged how I was feeling, and I didn't do some of the videos that I wanted to do. Because I knew that I would transfer that energy through on screen to people, and people are generally able to pick that up even on screen, unless you're a very, very good actress or actor. So I felt that I just needed to go out for a walk. I messaged a friend and just sort of had a little bit of a rant and got those feelings out. And then I made a cup of tea and I prepared some notes on what I was going to present today on video. So it's so important to acknowledge your mood. Yeah, it doesn't make you equipped to deal with stuff that's going on right now, does it? Depending on your mood is how you will deal with the things that you need to tackle each day. So, and that, the negative stuff is the things that we need to acknowledge, and that's the key here, is that we need to acknowledge those negative feelings. And you can name how many emotions that you feel at one time, can't you? How many can you feel at one time? You can feel multiple feelings at one time, like I've demonstrated in that scenario today. But predominantly there's one overriding emotion, and that bogs us down, that gets, just drags us down and gets us stuck in that unable to sort of overcome that, to enable you to move forward. So what do you think will happen if you choose to focus on a different emotion at that time? So if you change the way you thought and took back control, just like I did. I took back control. I was so overwhelmed and frustrated, and all those thoughts were going in my head, but I was still able to break that down and think, well, where's my, what do I need to do next to be able to overcome this? And after I'd achieved, gone through those steps that were, directing me online, then I was, able to sort of step back and say, actually, I can't deal with whatever I was going to do at that time. I've got to change my, mood somehow. Whoops, sorry, my light's just messing around there. Sorry about that. So if you started to talk to yourself in a way that changed your negative thoughts with one that's more positive, and break it down, simplify what's going on for you. What are you frustrated about? What do I need to learn to unstick me from feeling this way? A change of scenery, write it down, tackle it step by step. Yeah, those are the things that I'm bringing to the table to you to help you today. So let me give you 3 tips to get you mentally stronger in times like this, and not just times like this, but just every day. Every day we feel different emotions, and it's acknowledging those and how those affect us in our business life and our daily life, really. So number 1 tip is labeling what you're feeling. By labeling your emotion, you can then define what is causing it. Number 2 is reframing your thoughts. So something like, and I know I've done this and thought, yeah, this is a waste of time, what's the point? But this isn't a waste of time. I'll be really excited to get this over and done with so that I can go to the next step. Yeah, so it's that changing of that negative waste of time to actually I'm quite excited to get over this, to move on. And number 3 is engage in mood boosters. Yeah, it's changing that stuck feeling, that place of being stuck and in that emotion. So if you really are stuck, we need to get you to a place where you can get past it, basically. So changing what you're doing to reset yourself. Does that make sense? So this could be going for a walk, having that rant with a friend like I did, playing some music, getting some motivational material that does it for you, meditation, a hobby, a cuppa, just changing that and altering the way that you're working in the day so that you can reset. You need to step away and then come back again with a different frame of mind, your mood, so that you change your mood so that you are equipped to cope with that. So when we are in tune with our abilities, and we do have them, to label and acknowledge our emotions, we are a force to be reckoned with. And do you want that? Do you want to gain control? And then that will enable you to get unstuck. You will be able to move through those negative patterns that have developed, and you can become more productive. So it puts you in the driver's seat, right? So I encourage you today to start thinking of this, to start thinking about how you're feeling and what those emotions are, to label them and reframe your thoughts by even jotting it down in a diary or in a piece of paper by your desk. Note how you are feeling and get curious about where that is coming from, what is causing that, and changing the way that you are thinking about that to a more positive outcome so that you can move through it. Yeah, I hope that you found this useful today, and I'm really glad that my computer wasn't working today, my keyboard and that, and I can bring that to you because I think it's so important. Our emotions do control all the things that we do every single day, and if we can step up and control those and acknowledge those, then we are a force to be reckoned with. I wish you all success. I'll see you very soon, and I hope you've enjoyed this. So it gives a thumbs up. Let me know how the emotions that you might be feeling today or in your business. Take care now. Bye bye.